Hello everyone, my name is Ian, and today I'm going to be reacting to Honest iPhone 14 commercial, which was posted recently by Rob, who is this YouTuber who has like 2.4 million subscribers. Like, here's the thing. When I was looking up stuff to react to, and I was looking at all sorts of different people who had done honest videos, the one that I had seen the most was this guy Rob, who has an Apple like video. It's if AirPod commercials were honest, and the weird thing is that everything that I looked up about this guy, I couldn't really find a lot of information about him. He just sort of has all these views and has all these subscribers. I'm like, where did this guy come from? And then I found he has a Wikitubia. Wouldn't it be Wikitube? Isn't that just it? But no, it's Wikitubia. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, and so he has a Wikitubia page. We never got one. No one ever made a Wikitubia page for Gaming Wildlife. We had 200,000 subscribers. What gives? Why were we not important enough? And I'm just projecting at this point. But yeah, so this guy Rob, apparently formerly Rob Entertains, as it says on here, is a YouTube content creator, entrepreneur, and music artist who makes rap videos. So apparently he was on Kids Bop and Jack and Jill, the Adam Sandler movie. And so then from there, he was just like, I want to do rap songs. And so then he made some rap songs. He's just this dude who was just like, hey, I was on TV once, and now I want to do some YouTube stuff. And then got really popular. So, okay, sure. It was just odd because everything that I looked up on his YouTube page, he didn't really have a big, like, social media presence. He'll just post things sometimes, and they'll get a ton of views. And I'm like, okay, I guess usually when I look up people like this, I'll notice that they've got a bunch of different, like they're on TikTok and they've got millions of followers, or they're part of College Humor and they've got a whole bunch of stuff. They've got this history. Here's this guy who just posts some stuff sometimes and it gets a lot of views. How does the YouTube, how does your algorithm work? Like, how do you determine who gets a ton of views and who gets a couple hundred views? I'm curious. But anyway, not trying to start stuff with this Rob guy who seems like a perfectly normal, fine human being. Might want to start some stuff with YouTube because they've been doing some stuff recently. Notice I'm not swearing. I'm gonna react to this guy and see how he does. I've seen a couple of his videos, and I have had some time to sort of like let it settle in and figure out, okay, how does this guy do? So I'm going to react to his news video, which came out 2 weeks ago. And yeah, let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Rob Jobs, founder and CEO of Apple.
Yeah, this is something that a lot of people, that of a lot of these videos I've seen, they're not deliberately saying, hi, I'm Steve Jobs. He's Rob Jobs, because his name is Rob, and Jobs is a name that's well known. But like a lot of these videos, they're not deliberately being like, oh, we're Steve Jobs. Oh, we're name of CEO. I'm guessing because people want people to understand this is parody. This is not supposed to be an actual person. Like I saw, there's a person who put up a Wizards of the Coast video, which we have a Wizards of the Coast video coming up, probably in like over a month, but still. And they never actually say that they're the direct CEO. I'm wondering, is this for legal reasons? Are you trying to avoid someone getting pissed off that, oh, you're misrepresenting me? Because that's what we're doing with ours. But anyway, I'm noticing this is a trend.
And today I'm thrilled to introduce to you a brand new way to take your money.
Okay, am I tripping or is this the same thing? This is the 13, 14?
Yeah, I've definitely wondered this about Apple products, is that they're really kind of dying off. The era of Apple being the top dogs in the tech industry is kind of starting to go away. Like, phones are just another, like, appliance at this point. It doesn't really matter what you have, they all kind of do the same thing. And Apple's just like, I actually looked this up the other day. Apple does closed, what is it, closed circuit or closed. Future Ian will probably put up the actual phrase, but they do a closed system because they want to have wall to wall control, but not because they just want to control people, but because they want to control the quality. They only want the highest quality stuff to go on their iPhones, which, granted, led to the big Apple explosion of the early 2000s, but nowadays it's just like, look, the general quality of most phones is going to be perfectly fine. You don't need a $1,200 phone to be able to access Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, Tumblr, and email. You don't. You just need something that has a screen that isn't going to break after 2 years. But planned obsolescence, screw capitalism.
Real quick before we start, I'd like to let you know now rather than later that if you are broke, please stop watching.
That's so true. You're right. You're right. That's what that's what they care about. It's like if you can't spend $1,200 every 2 years, we don't want you. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Yes, you. There would be no reason to continue watching because like you can't afford any of this stuff right now. Like I'm just trying to like save you some time.
I think Samsung has some videos on their channel if you want to go check those ones out.
Samsung, we're basically just like Apple, except cheaper. I mean, that's it. Like, Samsung follows in Apple's footsteps every time. Apple will do a thing, and then Samsung will do that same thing. And they're just like, yeah, it's like Samsung's the cheap version of Apple. Cheap.
This year the technology has gotten better by just a little bit. I'm sorry. Everyone is asking.
I love that. This year, the technology has gotten better just a little bit. I'm sorry. It's. Because, yeah, like, ultimately, you don't need to buy a new phone every year. You don't. You just, like, the one that you have is fine for multiple years. They want you to keep buying it, but there's not really a way, like, I feel like technology's kind of plateaued at this point. We've gotten as far as we can in the same way that, like, video game graphics have been pushed as far as they can. There's not really much more that you can do before the next big technological leap. Like, we're going to need holograms at this point. Like, actual Star Trek holograms that can just pop up at Google, that a Google hologram can pop up and go, hello, it looks like you want to access your bank account, and have it be an actual, like, CGI person. Like, that's the next technological leap, that we can have the EMH from Voyager.
The differences are minute. It's the same thing. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but like I kind of feel uncomfortable promoting the same product over and over again. Doesn't that feel kind of grimy? When looking
You know he's not really a CEO because a CEO would not care about that.
at the display, it has a slightly higher resolution with slightly thinner bezels. And now that I think about it, it doesn't really matter because you can like barely even tell, so never mind on that. The iPhone is a powerhouse when it comes to battery life. Introducing USB-C, which is brand new for Apple. We did try to make a few different iPhones for you to choose.
So, real quick touch on the USB-C thing. I think that was mostly brought on because in Europe, in a country in Europe, it's over here. Future Ian's going to tell me which country it is, but there was a law that was passed that said that all Apple products now have to use the same cord because Apple, with every single product, would invent a new cord and be like, this is the new cord that we're using for this iPhone and this iPhone alone, and it would change every generation so that they could get you to buy more things, and it was getting really annoying because there's literally like cords and cords and cords, like dozens of cords that people have that are just cluttering up landfills that nobody uses anymore because who's still using like an iPhone 7 or an iPhone X or something? Like nobody uses those anymore. And so Apple was forced to change, and now everything's going to be on USB-C because USB-C works perfectly fine.
From this year, including the iPhone 14, the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and the iPhone 14 Plus, which is, if I'm being honest with you, it's pretty much a scam. And speaking of scam, spell the word scam backwards. Tell me what you get with that.
Max?
Did you know about that? You knew about that?
Okay, keep this between us, but like I do own an Android operated device, but like hear me out. See, the thing is I use it strictly for research purposes only for the betterment of the company. So I have the Galaxy Z Fold. Pretty much I use it to like compare and see like kind of like what we can do better and stuff. Obviously, I mean I don't care that it's a phone that flips out to be a fully functional tablet. Like that's stupid. That is not cool. That's actually like more lame the more I think about it.
Why? It feels like what? Why is that lame? I mean, it seems look. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about how the flip out full screen things after a while the crease in the center starts to like crack and break and stuff because they're not meant to just open and close so many times. Um, I mean, I think it's an interesting concept. We just the technology is well, it's probably there, but they're not gonna spend money to make sure that your stuff doesn't break. If your stuff breaks, you can buy it again. This is the kind of jokes that we would tell if we were doing a video like this. We have done videos like this. We've done like how many Apple episodes did we do on Gaming Wildlife? We did 5, I think, and then we've done one for Geeks Welcome. Uh, am I really? eh, Am I really criticizing this guy? Rob, your videos are funny. Be. I'm not trying to start some stuff with you. You have 2.4 million subscribers, and I have 350 as of recording this video. Gee, I wonder why I'm doing this. Anyway,
It is so expensive to the point where we have literally people in Thailand right now selling their own kidneys in order to purchase the iPhone 14.
is that real? Is that a real thing that's happening? People are selling their kidneys to purchase iPhones. Like, and also like that doesn't seem you wouldn't would you wouldn't your scar be on your back? That can't be a real thing.
Here at Apple, we've been pushing the boundaries when thinking of ways to fully take control of your life. And I know that sounds scary, but unfortunately it's true. We know everything about you. We own you. Introducing a hands-free way to pay.
So the whole "we own you" thing is we have talked about doing a Google honest video for a long time. We talked about it with the old Gaming Wildlife channel, and we're talking about it with the new channel, and it's hard to like zero in on it because how do you even begin to tackle that? But that was kind of like the idea we would have with Google is that we own you, we own everything that you do. There's nothing you can do about it, and yeah, that definitely kind of feels like a more of a Google thing rather than an Apple thing. Like Apple is less about we own you and more like we're able to manipulate you into buying what we want you to buy. Apple it feels less like Apple we own you and more like I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would have gone with that joke. But anyway.
Pay with the all-new Apple chip. Transactions have never been easier.
Yeah, I just got mine, actually. It's pretty quick and easy. Yeah, it didn't really hurt. So, I'm hyped for that.
If you don't want
Wait, they're actually putting they're putting microchips. That's a thing? That's not a thing. Is it? Future Ian, is that a thing? He's going to be able to tell you about that, Future Ian. He's going to tell you later and be like, "Oh yeah, it's a thing and it's horrifying." I don't know. But anyway.
Not only did we stop using plastic for our packaging, we also stopped upgrading. If you are looking to upgrade to the 14, don't. Save your money.
Whoopsies.
Seriously? So I just found out that we had to stop production for the iPhone 14. Apparently nobody's buying it. I thought everyone buys our products. What's up with this?
Literally my worst fear is happening. Probably the last one of these videos.
Welcome to the future of the past. Hey, like Brock?
I like that line at there. Welcome to the future of the past. That's a pretty good line. Anyway. So anyway, that was Rob doing the iPhone 14 commercial honest video, and yeah, I've saw some people saying in the comments that it feels like he's kind of tired of doing these, but at the same time, like what was the view count on that? 826,000 views on that, and that was just posted 2 weeks ago. So honestly, if you're getting that many views, dude, I would just keep up with it personally. That was one of the reasons why we kept doing Apple videos, is because they would get a bunch of views, and especially when doing YouTube. But yeah, that was really funny. I got some good chuckles out of it. This Rob guy, uh, who I've never like I said, I'd never really heard of him prior to, I want to say, a few months back, and then I was just like, oh, this dude just like kind of came out of nowhere, but he didn't. Apparently, he was part of Kids Bop, did a couple of movies, and then did his own rap music thing on Spotify, and then he did YouTube. And so basically, people followed him over to YouTube. That's that's the thing you got to do. You got to create an online presence where people see your face and they immediately go, "Ah, this is the person I want to follow." I don't have that, even though I've been on YouTube literally since the beginning. Anyway, so I'm also going to take a look. Touch the microphone. Hi, microphone. Didn't mean to touch you there. I'm also going to check out his most viewed video, which is if AirPod commercials were honest, which was 21 million views. My God. My God. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter that our video got 3 million views and his got 21 million views. But yeah, the big thing, I like. Let me just be upfront. We When I wrote the if Apple were completely honest video, which we did for Geeks Welcome here, I did emulate some of his style because I had seen his video at that point. I'm like, okay, this might be an interesting idea, a take on it, to try and run it like an iPhone commercial, because the original 100% Honest was done very much like iPhone commercials, but the original one was Electronic Arts 100% Honest. And so when we did the completely honest videos, I did the one very similar to his, because he does it similar to the iPod commercials, to the iPhone commercials, to the iPod commercials. Why did I say iPod? No one listens to iPods anymore. But yeah, it was meant to be similar to the commercials, and not so much a just random corporate hello, here's what we're doing. It is a different take, because it feels like, and I've noticed this with some of the other honest videos that I've watched, that they will react uh, more like the CEO is just like, I am sick and tired of doing this, or I'm not aware that this is happening. Like Brendan Lee Mulligan, because I kept calling him Brendan during the video, and I'm so annoyed at myself for doing that. But in his videos, he's very much like the CEO is confused, doesn't really know what's going on. In Rob's videos, Rob is just like, the CEO's like, I hate that I have to do this. This is really dumb. And it is a different take on doing CEOs like this, because with ours, we're very much tongue in cheek, like, yes, we're coming in to screw you over, haha, and like saying, we're still presenting ourselves the way that a CEO would present themselves in a corporate video, but we're saying the quiet things out loud. Rob is showing a bit of humanity with his, where he's basically being like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is really dumb. People aren't going to buy into this. And yeah, and I like it is certainly a way to do this, to show that the CEOs are human as well. But I mean, from what I've seen of how CEOs present themselves, and from what I've been told, because I have friends in business industries, and they tell me that the CEOs just don't care. They don't give a crap about the average person. They don't give a crap about the people at the ground, the laymen, whatnot. And so, yeah, depicting them as clowns, just coming in and going, "Hi, we're YouTubey people." Yeah, I'm not cursing, because YouTube doesn't like it when you curse now. So now all curse words are YouTube. Have fun with that, YouTube. RT Game told me about that. Ladies and gentlemen, the 21 million view Apple video that I wished we had made.
Hello there, my name is Rob Jobs, founder and CEO of Apple, and today I'm here to announce our newest product, the AirPods. Our design team here at Apple has spent endless hours formulating and constructing the world's leading technology for in-ear listening.
I like this.
And as you can see, the AirPods fit seamlessly perfect into your ear, leaving no room for them to fall out.
Also, when we did the Apple Honest video where we had the AirPods, this is how we did it as well. We took a couple of the old earbuds and we literally cut the ends off of them because the AirPods were like, what? How much are they? Future Ian, I'm making you do more homework. What is the price on an Apple AirPod right now? You see this price? This price is too much. I don't know what it is, but it's too much.
Here at Apple, we believe in a convenient and wireless feature.
We did this joke too. Because, but it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, why would, like, the AirPods, take for example, other Bluetooth headphones, like, say, I don't know, Raycon or something. We are not actually sponsored by Raycon, but it's just the one that every YouTuber is sponsored by. Every YouTuber is sponsored by Raycon. Want to give us an email? Anyway. But yeah, Raycon, with theirs, there's like an insert thing so that it actually stays in your ear, whereas the AirPods, like, hang below. And I see people at, like, in public or at my other jobs, because I have those, where people will wear them, but they seem to stick, yet they're always, like, hanging like this. They're just hanging down a little bit. And they're just like, yep. How do they not fall out? I feel like they would fall out. I need some sort of a thing in there to be able to keep, like, Bluetooth headphones in, otherwise they're just going to fall out, and that's the however much money it costs to buy AirPods down the drain. Literally, because they fell down the drain, because that's what happens.
Which is why we created the AirPower wireless charging pad.
I remember Apple talking about this. Did this ever actually come out? Because I remember we talked about that in 2017 with our last Apple 100% Honest video. And I don't remember if this ever actually came out. Is he about to talk about that? Did I interrupt him? Hang on.
That you have to power and charge with a cable, but the concept is there, okay? Because you don't have to touch it to charge it. You just set it down, but you can't use the device while it's charging because it's not plugged in. Meaning you should probably just plug in your device, but whatever. The concept is there. And the AirPods are specifically designed for you to lose them within the first 2 weeks of purchasing.
Yes,
forcing you to come back into the store and buy another pair. And that is why, my friends, we are so profitable. I mean, just look at the size of these things.
And they're gone.
Where are my AirPods at? And it doesn't help that we're filming in this white room. I can't even see. Let's take a second to talk about the sound quality. God.
Okay, you know what? It's a repeated joke, but damn if it doesn't work every time, because just having someone talk and then all of a sudden, the thing falls off. I don't know what. It's funny. It is funny. It's a funny joke. It's a funny joke well told. You're doing good. You're doing a good job, Rob. And yeah, they're gonna make you pay for it every single time. It's so expensive.
Let's take a second to talk about the sound quality. And I know what everyone's thinking. The Bose sound sports are better. The AirPods don't compare to the sound quality of the state-of-the-art sound of the best mediocre sound in the game. And the new
I like that line. We developed the best mediocre sound in the game, because really, that's what Apple boils down to. A lot of their, like, there's, for all intents and purposes, there's really nothing wrong with Apple's products. They're mediocre. They're fine. They're run-of-the-mill. They are middle-of-the-road, perfectly acceptable products that are about 4 times more expensive than they need to be. That's it. Like, if you were to buy the iPhone 14, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. If you've got some sort of a deal with your like phone carrier and they can get it to you for a discounted price, there's nothing wrong with it. It works. Like their app store basically has the same ones as the other app stores. You can't really customize it. You can't really like hack into it or run certain applications, but for the most part, you can do everything you need to do. It does what you need to do. Like what are we using these for? We're using these for Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, or no, I already said Reddit. Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr, and email. That's it. Like and you know whatever other social media site you're talking about, but that's it. That's all we use these for. There's nothing inherently wrong with Apple products. They're just really expensive. But if you can get one, it's probably fine. It's probably okay. But I mean that line is right. The best mediocre product on the market, because that's really what it is.
AirPods are showing that. Huh? There's a new version out? That was fast.
Yeah.
Okay. I am so proud to announce the new and slightly improved AirPod Pros. Really? It does kind of look like that, but come on, guys. Next slide. Okay, we are being serious here. Get it together. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. Introducing the new AirPods Pros. This time including features like noise cancellation and transparency mode, meaning you can listen to the outside world, because we all know how hard this is. Come on, it's 2020. Ain't nobody got time for that. We're saving energy here. Gosh, we're geniuses. AirPod. You're kidding me. I haven't even got to use the Pros yet. I present to you our most latest and greatest, brand newest product. The Apple AirPods Pros 3. S. Max. Pro. XR. Lite. 3, 2, 1. Minis. V2. Including new features.
That's like the ProZD video. The ProZD did a sketch like, Future Ian, play the ProZD sketch.
Super new mini power Nintendo 23 DSi Lite Micro XL DDL.
New DSi 23.3 DDSi XL with and Knuckles. Also, are those Tic Tacs?
Features like atomic hearing, audio holograms, mind reading, and my favorite, ear cleaning.
Okay.
Here at Apple, we strive to give you the best experience for the best price, which is why these are free after you buy them, with the starting price of only $800.
Are you serious? 800? That's insane. That's insane. I'm just now finding out how much these, because I haven't bought an Apple product in forever. I used to, like, my very first smartphone was an iPhone 3S? Oh, that was a while ago.
We can legit slap a logo on a Q-tip and y'all will buy it. Like, it's crazy. Like, we can do whatever we want over here. And I'm rich. Because I am, like, richer than you will ever, you can't even imagine being how rich I am.
And then he does a giveaway at the end. All right, so this is, so I can see where he's coming from with this. This is a very different. I just ran into my shelf there. This is a very different kind of take, and I get it, because this plays more like a traditional sketch comedy video, because he's emulating the commercials themselves, and sort of showing that the CEO is, again, out of the loop. This is a thing that I'm noticing a lot of these kinds of videos where it's like the CEO's like, I wasn't aware we were doing this sort of thing. We're doing this sort of thing. So yeah, and this plays more like a traditional sort of him playing the straight man as opposed to him playing comic relief, sketch comedy kind of thing. And yeah, I like him. I think they're funny. I think this guy is funny. This Rob guy who has 21 million views to my 3 million on my Apple episode. I'm not bitter. How dare you call me? I'm not. I'm actually not. How many views does Rob actually have? He joined in November of 2012, which was a little bit after Gaming Wildlife joined YouTube, and then the views are 223 million. My God. So this is what it's like to go out to LA, become a star, and then make your own business after that, to do your own thing. But yeah, Rob, funny videos. I like the way you do them. It's a bit different than how we would do them, because we would probably be more tongue in cheek with the yes, hi, we're CEO and we're here to screw you over. But if you can't tell with the latest Apple episode, yes, I did emulate some of his style because I wanted to try it and see, because I feel like we had done the Apple episodes to death with the old channel, is that we had basically done everything we could with the Apple videos. Because our Apple videos kind of varied in quality. They were really weird from time to time. I remember the second one, we we were kind of struggling to figure out how to make this work again. But yeah, these were good. Good job, Rob. You're funny guy. Well done. I don't know if you will ever see this. Why would anyone ever see this? But anyway, I noticed he's got a separate channel where he talks about how he makes his Apple videos, which came out a year ago. And I'm actually kind of curious about that. So I'm going to take a look at this as well, and then I'll give a wrap up at the end.
All right, so just in case anyone's curious on how I film the Apple Rob Job videos,
I am.
this is how I do it. So basically, everyone thinks I'm in a studio or something, or there's a crew of people. Scoot back a little bit so they can see. I'm in my room. I just filming in my room. Here's what happened. One day I was like this. I just recently moved into my new spot here in LA. I was relaxing, watching TV, whatever, Netflix. And then I looked to the side. I was like, the curtain there looks a little bit like a backdrop of some sort. I was like, what can I do with that, like video-wise, content-wise? I was like, oh, there's like the Apple videos that like Rudy Mancuso and Ryan Higa that they did. So I was like, I really like that style.
Rudy Mancuso and Ryan Higa, huh? I might have to watch those videos as well. I might have to watch all of them and react to all of them and get just a couple hundred views per video. But no, I might have to take a look at that.
Video. So I was like, let me try to do something like that and put my own twist on it. So I decided to make an Apple whatever video. It blew up. Got like, I don't know, 20 million views or something. I'm not too sure. Something like that. So that's what I do. This is literally my curtain. Look at this. See? I roll it down, put a little chair here, put the tripod, the thing. See, as you can see, I just zoom in so you can't see the other stuff. I sit there. Hi, I'm Rob Jobs.
Well, that's how you do it. Well, way to go, dude. So, I was going to show you guys my setup, but then I realized that I have some incriminating looking stuff around here. I say incriminating. It's tax documents. I'm doing taxes because it's tax time. And so, like, I had, like, personal information around here, and I'm like, oh, I should probably move that out of the way. No, I should probably move that out of the way, so I can't really show you this area because it's kind of a giant mess. But literally, the way that Rob had set up his video, I have two lights here, one there, one there. I have my two screen monitors set up with OBS recording my computer on one screen and just the video on the other screen. I've got my camera right here, my Canon T2i, which is an old camera, but it still works. It still does just fine. Records in 1080p, no problem. And I've got my Zoom audio recorder right next to me. In fact, I've got my microphone for my Zoom audio recorder right here. Be careful. Anyway, but yeah, it's a similar thing. That's also how I did a lot of the videos for the new Honest videos. The last Honest videos I did in 2017, I also just used a blank wall. Prior to that, we used a green screen, and I can't really get my green screen to work properly without it looking fuzzy, and there's a lot of, like, extra noise in the video. If you know what that means, it's just like there's fuzzy parts that'll show up, and I can't really seem to get rid of that, and so I probably need to get a different green screen. But yeah, that's something that I do too. I do that exact same thing. I was going to end the video here, but I noticed that Rob is reacting to his first videos on YouTube. And you know what? Let's just do a whole video about Rob. Let's find out about this guy. Because I didn't know anything about this dude. I'd never heard of him before. And now, boom, we've got this video reacting to his first videos on YouTube. Maybe I can find out where this guy came from. Because from what it looks like, his YouTube channel's just got like some videos on there. And they're, you know, he's got millions of views per video, but apparently he's been around for a while. So I'm kind of curious. Let's find out more about Rob. Let's just do a whole Rob video. Find out about this guy. Figure out who this dude is. Let's dive in.
I got so much joy out of recording something and then bringing it to my laptop and editing it on Windows Movie Maker and adding music in the background. Like, that is what I lived for when I was younger.
Oh my god. That's exactly what I did. No, I'm dead serious. Like, the first time I ever really made a video like this, I learned how to do video editing with VHS tapes. With literally, like, you play one VHS tape, you record on the other VHS player, and then you edit it by pausing and recording on VHS. And then the first time I ever got a chance to use iMovie would have been 2001, I want to say, where I could actually record a whole bunch of stuff, put it onto like a tape deck that then sends it to the Apple computer, like, because it was Apple computers at my middle school, and I'm like, oh, this is super awesome. And then I made a bunch of those videos back in high school. I might actually react to some of my old videos someday, maybe, who knows. But anyway, let's go check out let's see if we can find out more about Rob.
This is some exclusive stuff right here. I'm about to show you a channel that I
Stream highlights.
made.
He's a streamer.
I don't know if this was my first channel or if this was one of my initial channels that I'd made for some reason. I use this alias a lot, the Beast Boy 800. I didn't watch Teen Titans or anything or whatever, but I just like that name for some reason.
So he has done YouTube. He's been on YouTube for a while. It's just that he kind of took off. Okay.
Look at 17 subscribers. And don't subscribe to this because I'm never uploading on it ever again. But these videos are so random. I just made whatever. I just liked making videos and editing.
So they said 9 years ago. This video was recorded back in 2020. So crap, I have to do math. 2020, 9 years. So yeah, he would have been posting those in 2011, which is when I had posted. At some point, I need to just go through my entire history on YouTube, because I've been posting since the beginning, but I haven't really like cohesively put all of my stuff together. I probably should, but anyway.
Like, I didn't even... Jackie Robinson commercial? Like, why did I even think about doing that? Like, just downloading all those different clips and adding the sound effects and movie trailer, like, sounds and adding these things. I thought, I was like, whoa, I am a movie director. Like, look at what I just did.
I mean, there were a lot of people did a lot of this stuff back in the early years of YouTube. I remember the very first videos I ever posted, was to our old channel, where it was just, here's a bunch of clips of Smash Brothers set to the Mortal Kombat theme, or set to Requiem for a Dream, the da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, whatever that song was called, something Overture. You'll... Future Ian will put it up. He'll put it up here. So looking through the video, he basically just goes through a lot of his old videos, and from what I'm starting to realize about this guy's just been doing YouTube stuff since forever, which is kind of what I've been doing. Like, it's what a lot of people have been doing. We started off with, like, one channel, and then you kind of move and start doing another channel, and then you move on and do a different channel. There are some YouTubers who just had one channel throughout the entire history, and some people who jump back and forth between different projects. And yeah, from what it looks like, now that I've watched a couple of his videos and all this stuff, it seems like Rob was just a guy who did YouTube, found a bit of success out in LA, like got a name for himself, did a couple of movies, and then came back to YouTube, and then just like hit it big with a couple of videos who just seem to hit at the exact right moment, which is really what a lot of YouTubers do. So yeah, as it turns out, Rob's just a guy. He's just another guy like who is able to like get in and do all this stuff. So yeah, that was pretty fun. Rob, I like your videos. They're very funny. They have this very like clear sketch comedy influence because it feels like something that SNL would do, and he does a lot of like cheats and hacks like I do with my videos, where let's just film in front of a blank screen. We don't need to do a bunch of green screen stuff. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I can't get my green screen effects to work right. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. But yeah, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. I liked watching this guy's work, and I think he's really funny. And I'm still astonished by the fact that he has 2.4 million views. But hey, if he can get 2.4 million subscribers, 21 million views. But if he can get 21 million views, we can get 100,000, maybe? I don't know. Rob, good videos. I liked it. You're very funny. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this. Next time, there's a whole bunch of other people. Apparently, Rob was emulating other people doing Apple episodes. And I've also seen there's this other guy who does Companies Honest, and it's him in front of a green screen. And then there was another person who did a Wizards of the Coast Honest episode, which is awesome because we've got a Wizards of the Coast episode coming up soon. And this is... I'm going to do more of these. I think I like doing this. They're not getting huge views right now, but I think this is something I want to keep up with. I want to react to other honest content creators and see if their stuff holds up. Because I'm guessing some of it won't. And I think I know exactly who I'm thinking of. It's Crack.com. Because Crack.com did a bunch of honest videos, and I might check them out next time. And if you're interested in that, leave a comment, like. If you give to our Patreon, you can help us develop new videos. $1 gets access to our Patreon, and you can help us develop new videos and stuff like that. And I appreciate you all. You're all pretty great people. And you, Rob, you're funny guy. I like you. And everyone out there, you have a wonderful day. A little bit of indigestion there. That's all right. Why am I rambling? Why am I still rambling? I should stop talking now.